Greetings and welcome back everyone to the Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead, and of course to Isdar and our base, where Isdar has brought back the electric derp full of logs. Quite literally full of logs. It is 1,713 out of 2,800. Okay, maybe it's not quite that full then. However, I was absolutely certain that we'd filled up... Ah, yes, we've filled up the two sides, but this one is barely touched. This is our trunk that will be reserved for tools and that sort of thing. I should have actually filled it up with logs, come to think of it. Now, you'll notice that Isdar has done a little bit of extra work here. Now, this is in regards to some comments that I've received on the previous episodes, specifically pertaining to palisades and the fact that they're weaker and also, I assume, can allow sight through. Certainly, the impression I got was that you can see through palisade walls, whilst you can't see through log walls. So actual logs just lashed together, rather than a palisade, which apparently a strong melee character could just punch through. Now, the reason why I've double thickened the pits is not to have two walls of palisade, because if one wall is weak, then two walls will be weak. However, what I would like to do, I specifically want a palisade for the thematic kind of significance. This is an old church, old brickwork. I don't know. I mean, the walls are just solid stone. I think having a palisade rather than a log wall, which would be a lot more... I don't know, it would seem a lot more manufactured somehow than a good old palisade would. Also, the idea of being able to see through it is actually appealing to me. So what I've done is I've changed my mind slightly on how I'm laying this out. We are going to have spike pits running the perimeter and then inside the palisade wall and gate. So even though the wall itself is going to be a little bit weaker, the outside will be quite dangerous to most but the strongest types of enemies. And honestly, if they were going to come along anyway, they'd probably get through a log wall regardless. So what we're going to do first is we are going to move around all of the logs. Now this is going to take a little bit of time, or maybe it won't. Let's see. Actually, they don't take too much to move. Let's move them a little bit further, though, simply so that they're closer to where I want to be working. Now, I haven't done all of the pits yet, because, frankly, that's an awful lot of work, and Isdar has better things to do with his time. But let's start out the construction. I've also checked on the dog. Now, there were a lot of really good suggestions, but one stood out in that quite a few people agreed with it. It was pretty much the only suggestion that had that kind of resonating support from the rest of the community, and that was to name the dog Dapper. Dapper the dog. And I can't even argue with that. It's a bloody good name. There were some really good ones, though. Some people's own pets' names. Some people just suggested names, which were quite fitting considering the Cataclysm. And, of course, you know, the Littlest Hobo reference came out. I was quite tempted by that one as well. But given the amount of people that supported the idea of Dapper, not just in the single comment thread, but several people independently suggested Dapper, and people were just posting, yeah, I agree with the guys all down there that say Dapper. I really like that. So we're going to be going with that. Popular vote wins it. Now, what do we need for a palisade? I suspect we're going to need ropes. 6 wires, 4 barbed wires, 2 short ropes, or 1 steel chain, or 1 vine. Okay, well, we may have what we need inside, and Colin may be able to help us with that. Where are you, Dapper? Dapper? Ah, there you are. Hello, Dapper. Let's just make sure you still like me. Yes, you're friendly. Good old Dapper. Now, we require wire. Let's actually have a quick look at that wire. Copper wire. Would that work? I doubt it would. No, I mean, copper wire is... might it? We could try. I kind of doubt it will, but we can certainly try it. There we go. Let's go and see if this will work. Dapper, you stay indoors. Don't need you out here falling in the pits. So, will this allow me to do it? No, of course it won't. Well, right. Well, it's the short ropes that we're going to need then. Now, a couple of people suggested that why on earth did I go out of my way to gather up all the short ropes to make those cargo carriers when I could have just found a truck and disassembled it. And you're absolutely right. Absolutely. I am a fool. A mad fool, in fact. You know what? Does Isdar want some more deluxe beans and rice? I think it does. And we'll also drink a little bit more as well. There we go. Right, well, it looks like Isdar is going to be out on the hunt for some more short rope. We're going to need quite a lot of that as well. On the plus side, it doesn't take too much to make. Pretty much a bed or two will give us enough short ropes, I imagine. So with that in mind, let's go and harvest the bed. I'm fairly certain there's one in here that I haven't taken apart. Let's find you. Hello? There we are. Now, if we just disassemble this, we are going to get, yes, deconstruct furniture. We're going to get so many rags out of this, it's going to be crazy. And also, we can grab the nails. There we go, on both sides. And then make some short rope. So we want short rope, and we can make 8 of them. That's not too bad. That'll be 8 separate palisade walls, I think. And that's just from 2 bed tiles, which is pretty good. It's going to take us a long while, though. I actually failed to take note of how long this crafting was going to take us. We're hungry, we're tired, we're now thirsty as well. Before I made the deluxe beans and rice, I actually noticed that we can make a vegetarian pizza because we got the wild vegetables. I am quite sorely tempted to do so. I think once Isdar has made the first couple of palisade walls, he's going to treat himself to a pizza. I mean, it's not got any meat on it, which is a shame, but still, it won't be too bad. My God, Isdar, this is taking you a long time. I'm going to have a sip of tea while you're waiting. Oh, well, while I'm waiting and you're working hard. And of course, he finishes just as I decide to take a sip of tea. You scallywag. Right, we've got 8 short ropes. What else is here? Loads of 2x4s and still more rags, actually. Wow, okay. Really? Can I not make more short rope then? How many? Oh, 30 rags. Oh, well, you know, fair enough. Can I pick all of these up? No, not nearly all of them, but quite a few. I'll take them with. Now, Isdar is crazy tired, so I think we should probably have him go back to bed, honestly. Let's open this door. We've got 450 power because our solar panels are working. Ah, glorious times. Is this... Yes, this is my tailoring area, so we'll drop off the rags there. We'll also drop off the nails. We can just walk straight past Dapper, and Dapper will trade places with us rather than us attacking him, so you don't have to worry too much. You stay in there, Dapper. I'll make you some dog food in a little bit. But Isdar needs sleep, bless him. Let's polish off some more of these deluxe beans and rice. Oh, wow, he was so hungry. Wow, really? Barely touched the sides, Isdar. Barely touched the sides. We've drunk all the water. That's kind of good, because we've got a couple of dandelions. So we can make some dandelion tea when we make up, and he can put that in his canteen instead. Now, hopefully it's not going to take too terribly long. There we go. Not too bad. Hungry and thirsty. That's fine. I think, Isdar, you spent a long time making rope in that house. You got pretty bloody tired whilst doing it as well. So let's reward you with a pizza, I think. It is time. I've got nothing left in this lighter. I think... Amplifier circuit, is this... No, I'm dropping off my used lighters in there as well, because we can always take the parts out of them. I think we should have another lighter in here, though. Heat pack. Oh, there we go. Plenty of lighters. We'll take one of the lower ones. There we are. We want to use this. There we go. Right. Now, my canteen. How much can fit in this? 1.5 litres. I can't remember how much a canteen can hold. So, there's a very easy way of us checking. Because I don't remember how much a charge of a gallon jug is. Really? What am I holding on to? Oh, it's the short ropes. Okay, well, I'll just drop the short ropes for a moment. We'll grab these. And we're going to unload both of them. So, K, unload into the canteen. Then, this gallon jug of water, unload into the canteen. Well, it took both of those without complaining. We've got Datura seeds. Apparently we can make some interesting stuff with that. Where are the gallon jugs? There we are. In fact, let's drop off a couple of the items here. Got some pine bows. We'll drop those here. Pine cones, pine bow. And the Datura seeds. The cigarette butt and the tin can go in the trash. And the aluminium can. And the canvas bag, actually. You can go over here until I can decide to sort you out. Now, let's see. We'll grab this. We will also try to unload this one as well. There's some left over. How much is left over? Actually, oh, the canteen was able to hold quite a lot. 6 charges. So now we're going to take one of the jugs back. We're going to unload the canteen. I know this is a bit of a roundabout way to do it, but we now know categorically that we can pour 6 bits of water into that. So let's get on with the cooking. So first and foremost, food. We want bread. Other. Is it here? Deluxe cooked oatmeal, deluxe bean and rice, sealed jar of broth. Really? Can I not snack, maybe? Where is it? Vegetable pizza. There we are. This is a nutrition of 14 and enjoyability of 10. Nothing out of meat, unfortunately, but okay. We're going to make a vegetable pizza. We need 1 clean water, 5 Italian seasoning, 2 wild vegetables, 2 flour. It's going to take all of our wild vegetables, unfortunately, but that's absolutely fine. There we go. Glorious, and we've memorized the recipe as well. Go ahead and eat that, Isdar. You will be very happy. 2 slices in one go. Wow, okay. Let's check on this. Very happy. Look at that. 30 enjoyment, 30 morale modifier there. And the next thing we want is drinks. We want dandelion tea. We want 6 of them. There we are. It's only going to take 28 minutes to do that. Honestly, that seems like a stupid amount of time to make dandelion tea, but okay. And pour that all into the canteen. Go ahead and drink some of that. There we go. Brilliant times. Right, we want these. And we're off. Take care, Dapper. Guard the fort. Okay, now then. We should be able to build a palisade. Cut down grass, really. 1 tool with cutting 1 or more. 1 tool with digging 1 or more. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even realize that was a thing. Right, so we've got 1 that we're building. That's 1. And yes, we can see through it. That's actually kind of cool. Really wasn't what I was expecting. But I like it. I like it a lot. So now, I mean, one of the big things that I'm not worried about is anything sneaking up on us here, because we've barely seen anything get this far. Oh, do I not have... Ah, really? 2 short ropes each. Scallywags. I wasn't paying attention to that. Okay, well, that's 4 of them. It's going to take Isdar quite a time to get the rest done, as you can imagine. But little by little, we're going to get this place sorted out. But for now, what we could do is have a look at setting up some of the spike pits. Now, I believe pointy stick. 1 heavy stick. That's all we need. I think that's what we want for this. Let me just double check. So for a spike pit, we need 4 pointy sticks or 4 wooden spears. How to make a wooden spear, I wonder. So piercing, wooden spear. You need a nearby fire, a heavy stick, 1 rag, 1 leather patch or 1 fur pelt, 20 plant. Oh, that's actually quite an involved process, that. I could use 1 2x4 to make it. Whereas wooden spears, do I get more than 1? No. Okay, well, it's going to be pointy sticks then. But let's go ahead and craft all the pointy sticks we can. That'll give us 1 spiked pit. Now, this will make this pit remarkably dangerous. I'm glad, very glad indeed, that we actually have a visual difference there. The spiked pit looks too dangerous to mess with. Best leave it alone, indeed. Now, we've got plenty of logs. If I were to butcher one of these logs, cut up a log. Cut up splintered wood, really? What does that give me? Could not salvage a skewer. Oh, right, okay. How about cut up a log? 39 skewers. Oh, well, that's not exactly what I meant to do. Okay. Do we have a saw? And actually, get items. We've got an axe. I was hoping that by cutting up a log, I would get something a little bit better, but okay. We've got tailor's kit, crowbar, waffles. Really? I made waffles and I forgot about them? Oh, I'm a scallywag. Have I got the axe on me, maybe? Yes, I do. Can we dig these? No? Chop, logs, planks. If I apply my fire axe... Cut up what? No, okay. Well, I may need to just pick one of these up. Drop the machete for now. Apply the axe to the log. Cut the log into planks. Well, that's kind of a pain, but there's not a lot I can do about that. Let's, you know what? There was one other thing I wanted to check out. Can I sheathe this? Let's have a quick look at what I can make in the base. Because I would like it if I could sheathe this machete, honestly. A sheath. A small leather sleeve for holding knives and other small blades. Activate to sheath, draw a weapon. This piece of clothing fits you perfectly and lays easily. The gear is worn on or around your waist. This piece of clothing is large enough to accommodate mutated anatomy. Do I have a sheath? Let's have a quick look, because I may already have made one. Yes, I do. Let's take one. Let's wear the sheath. Then apply the sheath. Can I sheath this? You need a scabbard to sheath a sword. Oh, okay. Right. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, we can't do that then. That is an enormous disappointment. It would have been very, very useful if I could use that. But okay. Alright, let's eat these waffles because they're actually not going to last that long. And also drink some tea. Right, well. That said, we've got a bunch of things we can still read. High Explosive Quarterly, Complete Trapper, Rules of the Road. We're going to get rid of that and the AA Guide. We don't need either of those. I'll actually just quickly move those over to the reading cabinet. Back here, drop those off. There we are. Now, what I would like to do then is work out where I can learn how to make a scabbard. We're going to have to hit another library soon, I think. There are many things that Isdar still doesn't know how to make. There are a number of survivor items, but he can't make many of them. Well, you certainly can't do it like that. You can make the fire mask, the knife, the naginata, the machete, the mess kit, the runner pack, the marker utility belt. For that, I need a survivor belt. I'm not sure how to make one of those, unfortunately. And there's quite a few things here. There's a lot more survivor gear that we can make. We've currently got the runner pack. Let's see. That might actually not be too bad. A pot, oil lamp, pilot light, 3 scrap metals, 50 duct tape. Powered by lamp oil burner, it is composed of simple yet durable tools and materials. Well, actually, that probably wouldn't be too bad to make. I'm not sure we'd have much use of it right now. But out and about, that actually might not be that bad. We just need a little bit of lamp oil. Maybe. But for the time being then, we are going to want to... I'll drop off the machete. As much as I don't like leaving ourselves out like this. Actually, we've got a huge amount of 2x4s. Wow. Okay, this might actually not take nearly as long as I was expecting. So you want to activate the axe on the log again. Drop off any of the 2x4s. Wow, okay. That's pretty good. I was expecting that to take ages. However, we're in luck. Right, so we want to make a batch of pointy sticks. Go ahead and make 20 of them. Probably won't take us that long. And we've dropped a couple on the ground. Fantastic. Okay, I was expecting to need to spend ages making all of those. But apparently no. Let's do this. There we are. The weather changed to drizzle. No, don't stop constructing. Are you getting wet? I think Isdar's gear can protect him from this amount of wetness without problem. Yeah, go ahead and eat that. Oops. Trying to dig the pit deeper. They don't get deeper than an actual pit. You can't have like a deep pit or anything like that. But there you go. That's the beginning of our defensive fortifications. Now, those spikes are actually fantastically dangerous. I don't recommend anyone jump in just to test how dangerous they are. They probably will kill you. So bear that in mind. We're not going to open up the wall until we've got the full palisade defenses and spike pits around this. It's going to take Isdar several days of working just to get that going. And I wanted to show you the kind of amount of work involved in doing this sort of stuff. Isdar's going to have to raid quite a lot of places for quite a lot of rags to make all of the short rope that he's going to need. But probably won't be too bad for us. I'm going to do it all off camera. You've seen what I'm going to be doing. And when you return for the next episode, we're going to have at least this half of the wall done. At the very least, we'll have the palisade done. I might have left the spike pit because that's going to take a lot of work. But once we've done that, we'll start working on the palisade gate and the pulley system that we're going to need to power that. But that's it from myself and Isdar for now. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you're going to be joining us for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.